the return.
Like you said, that Galvan run was just beautiful. That's time to go and take it to the left-hand side, get about 3 yards in the game. Second down coming up for the Cardinals after that big third down conversion.
It was a big third down conversion, and like I said, it was a really good pass, very good executed.
Here we go, Hunter Galvan, second down and 7. He's ready to load the ball, looks downfield. Here comes the pressure, lets it fly. That's his brother again, just on the outside. Catches it at the 50, now to the 45, makes the move to the 40, 35, 30. He's on a slant run now to the 20, 15, 10, going for that end zone. He dives just short of the end zone. What a play there by Justin Galvan.
Wow, I honestly thought he got in. It looks like they ruled him down, but what a great play on that. That was a great pass, great blocking up front. I mean, it was just a curl out to the side, and then it turned out to be about a 50-yard run. Someone in the about a good 50-yard run. What a spectacular play. I mean, here we go. I thought he went in, but I guess, the referees had a better eye there. But here we go.
I think 57, Joe. I had to count that one. Here we go. Galvan handoff. Bradenberry up the middle, pushing the pile. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Well, the offensive line got a great push. I mean, they were able to push the South Hawks defense a little back for him to get in. It was tough, though. It wasn't an easy touchdown. I mean, Barry really had to work for that 1 yard.
You know, Joe, talk about that real quick. 99 yards. You get out here starting the Bird Bowl, and then you get down at the 1 yard line after that knee, and you got to go 99 yards. We'll talk about that here in a second. We're going to call this extra point attempt. Number 85 in to kick for the Cardinals. It's Jacob Garza, and he's been good all year round. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. Waiting for the official, and he says it's good. 7-0 is the score now with 9:06 remaining in the first quarter as the Cardinals draw first blood in the...
Number one.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83. Right now, how about this 2017 Alfa Romeo Giulia, loaded up with power everything, a rear camera, dual climate, and today it's yours, $1,000 down and just $450 a month. Or, how about this, a 2014 Ford Mustang at 48,000 miles, leather seats, a shaker sound system, aftermarket exhaust, steering wheel controls, and a 5.0-liter engine. $23,999 today. Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas.
Brothers growing up and doing that, the connection is there. Here's the kick now for the Cardinals. Back deep to return is number 11, and he had a great game last week. Got to the 10 now, returns to the 15, makes a move to the 20, down about the 23-yard line. That is Jacob Carrion.
Well, that was a good little run back. I mean, he got to about the 23-yard line. They're going to have some decent field position to start off the game, and hopefully they can get a little bit of momentum and counter and strike back and get this game to 7-7 and see what happens.
South Hawks, right? And I talked about Jacob Carrion briefly. He just had a great game last week. He was running a lot of wide receiver sweeps and end arounds and things that is new for the South Hawks in the offenses here. So watch out for him here on the edge. He lines up behind Brady Bennett, which is a really big, they call him tight end, but he's a number one receiver out there. David Torres in his third Bird Bowl sends Carrion in motion. He'll hand it off up the middle. This is a sophomore. Gonzalez pushing the pile up the middle. He'll gain about 1 or 2.
Good push by the Harlingen Cardinals defensive line. They were able to get a penetration in there and stop him for minimal gain.
And Gonzalez has been strong this year, number 33. He does rotate in with Vasquez, number 23, Israel, and I call him Thunder and Lightning. So Marcos Gonzalez, he's a sophomore, Joe. He's a big kid. He's about the size of some of his offensive linemen, and he can run the ball. 2nd down and 8. They're going to depend on him tonight, but good job there by the Cardinals to start. Here we go. David Torres, shotgun formation, rolls to his right, lets it fly. There's Carrion on the outside, catches it out to the 30.
Well, that was a good little swing pass and real quick for Pedro Luna. He got there really fast and was able to keep it down to, I think, 1 or 2 yards, if that. A great play on defense for the Harlingen Cardinals.
Carrion, again, getting more touches the past few games. They're going to want to continue to do that. 3rd down and 3 with 8:18 remaining in the first quarter. 7-0 is the score. The Cardinals, 99-yard opening drive to punch one in. Raiden Berry up the middle. David Torres now in company. Carrion there in the slot. He'll get the motion. Handoff. Gonzalez up the middle, dropping the shoulder pad level, pushing pile, gain of maybe 1.
That was a good job, actually, right here by Angel Garcia. He was able to get some good penetration and make the stop very minimal. Really nice job. Got him right there. I think he got about 2 yards at the most. So really good job by the Harlingen Cardinal defensive line. So far, it looks like they're kind of getting that battle going on. But don't let the South Hawks. They got an outstanding offensive line, so we're going to be in for a nice little battle up front.
I hope so. And I'll tell you what, the punt unit's coming out for the South Hawks. That's a good sign if you're a Cardinal fan, meaning that they're able to go get them 3 and out here after a huge long drive. So South will punt, waiting for the snap now. Good snap, rolling to his left, rugby style kick. Going to punt this one end over end. Should get a Hawk bounce, 25, crossing now about the 24-yard line. They'll down it there.
Wow, that was a really good kick by him. Don't see the whole rugby thing so much in the high school atmosphere, but wow, I thought for a quick second they were going to do a fake.
Yes.
But he ended up getting a nice kick, got it all the way down to Harlingen's 24-yard line. So here we go. We're going to start it out here at the 24-yard line.
And I tell you what, so they had no problem taking care of a 99-yard field. Now they have a shorter one than that. Ball at the 24, Jaime Galvan, shotgun formation. has Raiden Berry in the backfield along with him. 3 wide receivers, 2 right, 1 left. Handoff, Berry, left-hand side, makes a move. Here come the white jerseys. Swallow him up, but he gains 4.
Wow, that looked like it was going to be a big hole there, but it really closed up really quickly by the South Hawks defense. I think he got about 3 or 4 yards on there, but really good, able to get to the running back really fast.
Berry has been outstanding this year. You know, I know he was marching towards that 1,000-yard season just a couple weeks ago. I think he's probably eclipsed that by now. And he's come on really, really strong. Got to see him last year, and it's been a joy to watch him this year. They'll go to him, motion him out to the flat. Galvan's going to take this option style, keep it up, first down, and a little bit more for Galvan and the Cardinals.
Again, that offensive line just keeps pushing back, and he was able to find a nice little crease. Was able to get a few yards, about 5 or 6 yards, maybe 7, and got the Cardinal first down. So far, it looks like they're winning the battle up front.
And that was really interesting there, Joe, because Galvan sent Berry out into the flat, and then Galvan ran an option pattern, and he could have pitched it to Berry. I've never seen that before.
True.
That was usually they run together, and then he has the option to pitch. That time he did it on motion. All right, Galvan now will hand off to Berry, left-hand side, trying to find space to the edge of the corner here. Here come the white jerseys, doing a great job of containing, and he may even lose a little bit on that run.
That was a good job there over there by number 10, I believe it was Devin Montemayor. Was able to get out there pretty quick, and I think he got a minimal gain, or maybe even a no gain as far as that. But really good job on his part.
I think, like you said, it's either minimal or just a little bit of loss there. And South defense showing up. And early in the season, South was touted as that secondary unit was going to be one of the better ones in the district. Second down and 11 for the Cardinals. Shotgun now for Galvan. Looks downfield. Here comes the pressure. Lets it fly. Wide open, brother, number 3 out to the 50 now. Tries to make a break for it, but slips, but he's crossed midfield.
Well, there must be a little wet spot because it looks like both of them slipped up there, Aaron. I mean, but it was a great pass to his brother, and they was able to move the chains. The Cardinals they're moving, marching down the field.
Look at that space, Joe. I mean, he was wide open.
Wide open. I think the quarterback was at least 5-6 yards behind.
They're giving big cushion, but they're getting burned underneath, and then he can run the ball. First down, Galvan. Here's option to the left again. He's got Berry out there. He keeps it scampering through the pile there, and he gains 5 yards or so.
A great run. I mean, he had an option to pitch out. He saw the seam by himself, and he decided to take it and got about 5-6 yards, like you said, and a good run by him, making it a really a nice second down, a very manageable second down. So they're moving the ball. They're already in South territory.
It's been simple. They're running option, or you can call it a veer. It's kind of like that old veer.
Old veer.
Right? I mean, really, you're going veer left, go veer right. And that's really, they're doing that and then throwing to Justin Galvan out in the middle zone. And it's been working so far. Raiden Berry hasn't gotten a lot of the touches up the middle just yet. Galvan looks downfield, wants to pass. That's Berry on the sideline here at the 20. Stretches and catches that one. That's a big pickup for the Cardinals.
Wow. Great pass, great pattern. I mean, he connected with Berry on there. If he didn't fall or stumble, that could have been a quick 6 points on there. But as he threw back out there, nice play. Hit him on stride, actually. Hit him on stride. He had to dive a little bit of a great play by the Harlingen Cardinals, which I believe now.
Go Berry's going to take that one. Go ahead, Joe.
No, I'm just saying getting them down already to the red zone again. So South's got to come and answer back here.
Totally. That was a big pickup there. I was trying to count as you were talking. I mean, it was over 22 yards on that reception. And like you said, South's getting pushed a 99-yard drive, and now this on, a 76, I think, yard drive on this one. And they're moving it very efficiently without really much challenge. So Galvan getting the call from the sideline. They run those posters here. I like to watch those and try to figure out what those are. Still can't figure it out. Second down and 7 for the Cardinals. Throws it. Man open on the outside. Hit, but then he bounces off that tackler. 5 spinning to the end zone. Gets close down to the 2-yard line.
Wow, good play. Most of that was him. And you got to give him credit for it. He broke about 1 or 2 tackles. But South has got to do a little bit better job on tackling right there. It could have been, a minimal gain. But the little missed tackles there let him go. And somebody's got to step up. There's a flag.
Oh, yeah. Didn't see that one earlier.
Didn't see that either.
Wait for the white cap here. Ineligible receiver. So they had an offensive lineman that got too far down, so that's going to come back. And that was Joe Zuniga, number 7, by the way. Outstanding individual effort, Joe, as he spun and almost broke to that end zone. Of course, it would have come back either way. But just a good play there by number 7.
It would have got the crowd pumped, though.
Oh, yeah. To fight for something like that. And then the spin at the end was outstanding.
It was outstanding. Really good play.
Josie, I think he was featured in one of the Valley Morning Star articles this week. So that's one thing about Bird Bowl. You get a lot of media ahead of the game. So it's been a good week.
It's a great rivalry.
Yeah, and you hear about the stories, too, of these players. Here we go. Jaime Galvan, he's in that shotgun again. He's got Raiden Berry back there with him. Looks downfield. He wants to pass. He's comfortable in the pocket. Lets it fly. Has a receiver at the 10. Tackled around the 8-yard line, short of the first down marker.
Good little route. Good little route. He's about 2 yards shy of the first down. But once again, South is giving him a lot of cushion. They're respecting the speed of the receivers. I mean, nobody was around him about until 5 or 6 yards until number 10, Devin Montemayor, caught up to him. But, I mean, they've got to give it, play a little tighter, I would think.
Donnie Serna, by the way, number 2 on that grab, just ran a really nice little out route there. Again in that middle zone. They keep attacking that middle zone. There's space there. 3rd down and 3. And Galvan gets the call from the sidelines here. Shifts Berry over. And here we go. He's going to run it. Left-hand side. Here comes the white jersey. What a play by the linebacker there, and he takes him in the backfield.
He read that one all the way. That was Ethan Gonzalez. He smelled that one out, and I think it was a loss of a couple of yards. But he didn't get fooled in that play. I mean, he came out of there shooting like a gun.
Wow. I got to sit with him yesterday at Bird Bowl breakfast. I sat right next to him, had breakfast with him. He's a big kid and a smart young man.
Very fast.
And I really enjoyed my time with him. So, yeah, he's all over the place for the Hawks. Okay, here we go. 4th down. They're bringing out the field goal unit. They're going to try to get 3 out of this one. Ball's on the 18-yard line. The place is good. The kick is up. Waiting for the official. They're going to say it's good. So 3 points get tacked on. 10-0 is the score with 2:19 remaining in the first quarter. The Cardinals, 2 drives, 2 scores.
Yeah, they've been doing what they wanted so far, but you got to give South a little bit of credit on this one. It looked like it was going to mean, they held them to 3 points. And
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
On offense, and they're going to score 3 or 7 points every time they're out. It's going to get away really quickly. So this is the time for South Hawks, those seniors on that team, to buckle down and to get ready and fight for this 27th Bird Bowl. Here we go. Kickoff time. Cardinals kicking this one into the wind. Carrion is back deep to return this one. It's going to go out of bounds, so there will be a flag on the play.
Yeah, they're going to get the ball there at about the 25-yard line. But yeah, you're right, Aaron, what you just said earlier. Somebody's got to step up on defense and on offense. I mean, we don't want this game to get out of hand. We want to see a really good game from both teams to go out there. So South has got to come out right here and get some senior leadership going and see if they can get some points on the board. Even if they get 3, I mean, it could swing the momentum at any time.
Totally. I totally agree with you. This is a time when someone has to look around and say, who's going to do it? Nobody. I'll step up and do it. So, David Torres is a good candidate for that. There's the young sophomore, number 33, is a good candidate for that as well, Marcos Gonzalez. And, of course, Carrion, who's been, showing up, is also a junior. And so it may be time for young leadership to step up as well. 1st down and 10 for the Hawks. David Torres looking downfield, lets it fly. I think that was tipped at the line. Did you see that?
It looked like it was tipped. I couldn't see who actually tipped it. But, yeah, that ball just it didn't go anywhere. But, good job of the Harlingen Cardinals to hit that ball because the receiver was open there.
Couldn't tell. I don't know if he hit a helmet or a hand. Or just came out of his hand wrong.
Yeah.
But that was an unorthodox throw for David Torres to be that off. 2nd down and 10 for the Hawks. He's got that pistol kind of formation here with the running back behind him. Carrion in motion. Gonzalez up the middle takes it. He's a big-time runner. Drops his shoulder pad. Gains 5, maybe even 6 yards on that tough run.
That was a good run. That's what they needed to get those, not the chains actually moving, but, get a manageable 2nd down when it's actually now 3rd down. But good run and good stop here by number 17. William Herring. He did a really good job on stopping that play because he could have gotten a little bit more yards on that one.
When Gonzalez gets to the 2nd level, past the defensive line, he gets into the area with the linebackers and the safeties. He's bigger than most of those guys, and he's got speed. He hasn't broken one yet, but he does have the opportunity to get past those levels and then turn on the speed there. Torres rolls out to his right, has a receiver. There's Bennett. What a grab there under pressure. First down for the Hawks on a nice outplay to the big number 88.
Well, they needed that, Aaron, because if they would not convert it, they would have to punt. And that defense of South may be getting tired, if they have to go back out there. So let's keep them on there. Great job by the South Hawks offense to keep it rolling, and now they're getting close to midfield and possibly even trying to get some points on the board.
And I tell you what I noticed there, Joe, is that they kept a couple extra blockers in, and then they let Brady be out there on an island because he's bigger than the cornerback. And so they can do that, and they're going to do it again here. Extra blockers in. They're going to run with 3 running backs in the backfield. Hand off to one of the running backs, I think that's Gonzalez, and he gains about 3 yards.
Well, he went right up the middle and faced the Cardinals' front line, but he got about 3 yards, which is not bad to get off. Maybe a little 4. It looks like about 4 yards, but great job, great running, good push on the offensive line. There was a lot of good push there from the South Hawks. So here we got a good second down going, a manageable second down.
And South Hawks, it's kind of an old throwback, type of offense with a little bit of flash. And so they like to run it up the gut, 3-4 yards in a cloud of dust. They like that, and the offensive line is good to do it. Second down and 6 for Torres. He gives it, I think that's Vasquez trying to find space, wiggles through for a gain of 2 yards.
Once again, there the offensive line is trying to get that push going, trying to push the Cardinals back. But he got 2 yards. I mean, we're looking at about 3rd and 4 now, a little bit manageable. But good job on the offensive line. I mean, they are getting a little bit of push on the Cardinals defense line. See what we do here.
These guys have been playing against each other, with each other for years already, and so it's kind of a big deal. That's going to be the end of the first quarter as we wrap up with 10-0 is the score as the Cardinals took their first 2 drives, first one 99 yards, scored a touchdown.
Thanks for watching Real Sports Live.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Fresh there, so they could come back, not so tired there. But I think we're going to see a good little run here. I mean, they're right at midfield.
Crucial third down. You're like you said, ball's right in that 50. This is a crucial third down for the Hawks. David Torres in the backfield along with Marcos Gonzalez wants to pass, has a receiver on the outside, and that ball just flies, Joe. And he just let it go, and it's almost like it just elevated right out of his hand.
It looked like it because he overthrew the receiver. I mean, it wasn't even close. He threw it to the guys out of bounds. It must have got out of his hands, but here comes a punting unit, and that's what we didn't want to see. And give the red-hot offense for the Harlingen Cardinals another chance. But, with being at midfield, that should get the ball pretty deep out there. So we'll see what happens here.
I just, that release looks funny tonight. That's the second throw that he's thrown that just it's not even anywhere close to receiver. And the way it's coming out of his hand, I'm curious to know there's something wrong. Here's the punt. Rugby style, super low line drive looking punt here. It will take a nice hawk bounce down to about the 14-yard line or so.
Yeah, he did right about you're right at the 14-yard line. Good punt. Now, they're going to start deep. So
right.
The defense, they got a little rest, not a whole lot. Maybe they would like to sit down a little bit more,
sure.
But they've got to get a stand here and don't allow Harlingen to run on them or pass on them or make easy first downs with that.
Here's the thing, Joe. At this point, if you're Harlingen South defense, you need a turnover because the offense just isn't really getting going right now. And so, they can pull off a turnover here, then that'll obviously energize the team, but get them back in this game. Harlingen going to take this, throws it out to the outside. That's Raiden Berry in the flat to the 15, 20, 25, turns on the Jets to the 30, makes a move to the inside, 35, out at the 38-yard line. What a run there by Berry.
That was a great run. I mean, great pass. It looked like a 10-yard dump-off pass, but it turned out to be of almost about 30, 34 yards. Again, what we were talking about, Aaron, this is the things that they're getting yardage very quickly in big chunks.
Here they go quick to the line again. Quick to the line of scrimmage, the offense goes. And handoff, Raiden Berry now left-hand side. In between the tackles there, gain of maybe 5 yards.
Yes, and good job on both sides, especially South, not to open up that hole a little bit more. Good job to, they did get 5 yards. I thought it was a little less, but yeah, offensive line is moving.
Man, they're quick to it. They're back on the line of scrimmage again, second down and 5. Jaime Galvan looking to the sideline, waiting for the play. Number 12 here is on the side, Hector Perez. he also has opportunity to catch that ball in space and make something happen. Going to shift a little bit here. They're going to bring Justin Galvan back out. So they're going to totally change the offensive formation. They flip the field, and here we go. 4 wide receivers for the Cardinals. Galvan looking downfield. Here comes the pressure. Lets it fly right at the sticks, and I think that's a first down.
According to where the referee is, yes, it's a first down. And once again, Harlingen is continuing to roll on his. The South Hawks has got to come up with an answer to try to stop that passing game, because pretty much right now he's got all the protection and he's doing pretty much what he wants at the moment.
He's got all the time in the world, Joe, and he's just sitting back there comfortable. He's able to step up and step into the throw. And, that's something, like you said, is going to have to get remedied here quickly. And the Hawks can bring some pressure. But right now I think they're waiting because they're worried about those receivers. Here we go. Galvan up the middle. There's nice pressure, and they're going to get him in the backfield for a sack.
Wow, that was a good jolt over here by Sebastian Pena. Oh my God, he just shot out there like a rocket, and he was able to hit the Cardinals for about a 4-yard line. Good job on his part, and maybe this is a little spark that they may need to get that defense a little bit pumped. Now you got looking at a 2nd and long.
He came out and he was waving at the Cardinal fans. And there's emotion in this game,
Yes.
and it's here. And again, these are neighbors playing against each other, childhood friends.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of emotion here. 2nd down. Here we go. Pressure. Lets it go. Galvan's got Raiden Berry on the sideline. And that's going to be pass interference, I think, Joe.
Yeah, it didn't look like he turned around on time.
Right.
It was pretty decent coverage until he
I think it went both
around.
ways. I think there's a little pushing from both guys.
Yeah, there was a little bit of contact on both sides, but the ref saw it one way, and that's a really killer for the Harlingen South Hawks, because it's going to give the Cardinals good field position and another first down.
Yeah, Ray Bear he was down the sideline, but I think it was actually number 7, right? That was with him. Step for step.
It was David Cortez that was with him. I think at the last minute when the ball got there,
right.
I think David didn't turn around, and I think that's why the referees went ahead and threw the yellow flag.
So now it's a big difference. 15-yard penalty. So the ball is at the 40. Remember, we just had that sack and a loss of about 4 yards. So they're actually going to pick up quite a bit, move into South territory, ball on the 40-yard line. Jaime Galvan, 3 receivers to his left. He steps up, lets it fly. He's got a receiver open on the outside, makes a move back to the middle of the field. Is number 2, Donnie Serna, and he'll gain 4, maybe 5.
A good job there by South to close that hole. It was number 44, Levi Ince, was in on the tackle on there, but they got to get to the receivers a little faster, because, I mean, these guys could fly. A 5-yard get pass could easily become a big gain.
Right. 2nd down and 6. Raiden Berry has, he's touched the ball a couple times. Really, he's caught it on the flats and downfield. They're using him in the passing game more tonight. They're going to pass again. There he is, Serna. Nice move to the 30, 25. Shakes his head again down to the 20. What a little quick move there, and he got free.
I really thought that number 4, Jeremiah Rivera, was going to get there. I mean, it was going to be hardly at a gain, but he missed him completely and was able to get a big gain out of it. And here we are back already.
They're going. Barry's got it right-hand side, down about the 16-yard line.
Wow, that was a good little run here, and a nice little stop here. But I believe it was number 12, Joshua Cantu. Couldn't see that, but yeah. But once again, going in there, I mean,
they're going quick, Joe.
They're moving quickly.
They're not even giving us time to set up here. That's how fast they're moving. Jaime Galvan gets right back in their shotgun. I mean, this is fast. They're going to hand it off here. Raiden Berry to the right-hand side now. Makes one move to the inside, down about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, they closed the gap pretty quick. That we had number 44, Levi Ince again. We would call out his name a couple of times on there. He's getting out there pretty quick, but again, the Cardinals are moving. Even big little pieces, but they are moving, and they're already, back, pretty close to the 10-yard line already.
Inside that red zone again. And like you said, it's just been an efficient offensive night so far for the Cardinals. And it's not like there's been a couple big plays, but it's just constant moving forward. 3rd down and 1, ball on the 10-yard line. Sends a man in motion, but Barry will get the call up the middle. Dances a little bit. Should have enough for a first down.
Barry up the middle.
I guess somebody was trying to strip the ball there, but good job on both lines to get some penetration. And it was a minimal game, about 1 or 2 yards. But again, here we go. We're starting with the Cardinals already down at the 9-yard line, starting again, 1st and goal. And South has got to come up with an answer. Maybe a turnover or a nice stop because it could get out of hand.
Definitely could. 10-0 your score here with 7:20 remaining in the first half. The Cardinals threatening again. First and goal on the 9. Handoff. Barry, right-hand side, drops his shoulder pad, spins, avoids the strips twice, holds on to the football.
Once again, it was a great run by Barry, and good job actually by the offensive line of the Harlingen Cardinals to actually get some push on there. But you got to give South Fayette. You can tell they're out there fighting, and they're not going to give up. There's one thing: they have a lot of pride, and they're not going to give up. So here we go. I mean, they're coming to the ball quickly.
They're going again, second down and goal, ball on the 5-yard line. Jaime Galvan, nobody else in the backfield with him. He will send, that's Carrion, not Carrion, I'm sorry. Throws it left-hand side. I think that's his brother in the end zone. Touchdown. After a couple of missed names there, Joe, he found somebody.
Wow.
And he got a touchdown. That's his brother, Justin Galvan.
Yeah, well, I mean, even fooled the cameraman as well, too. I mean, we all thought he had, but a nice play by the Galvan to get a touchdown. And again, now we got a 16-0 ball game. But South's got to come up with some answers here before, Aaron, before it starts getting a little out of hand here. And that's one thing we don't want to see.
I tell you what, he faked it to number 11. By the way, let me get the right name. That's Isaiah Perales. And then it looked like he kept it, and then he threw. He faked me out.
I was confused.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Hats off to Jaime Galvan on that one.
We were faked.
Big time. And he was able to connect with his brother yet again.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live. Be extra thankful this year with faster internet from VTX1. VTX1 Companies offers fast and reliable internet service throughout the Rio Grande Valley, even to some of the most remote areas. Take a slice off the cost with free installation. Gobble unlimited gigabytes with a service provider you can trust by calling 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since 52. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito por el Puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el Puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Get some good chunks, get some good first downs very quickly.
Someone's got to make a play, Joe. Someone's got to step up and make a play here. Here you go, kickoff time. Cardinals now kicking a short kick. So we up to the up back, fielded at about the 24 out to the 30 now. That's Vasquez, the running back, out to the 35, and he'll get great field position for his Hawk offense about the 37, maybe even 38-yard line.
This is the spark that they may need. They're getting probably the best field position they've had all 3-4 drives. So they're starting at about the 35, 36. 37 it looks like. So this is a chance for, like you said, Aaron, to do something, try to make a quick strike, try to answer back here, because we just don't want this game to get out of hand, and I think South is going to come up with some answers here.
First and 10, ball will be marked on the 37. I do have Brady Bennett here, man-to-man on the outside. Watch for that. But no, Carrion will get the call on the wide receiver sweep there. Flag on the play, usually in the area of holding.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, and it was a nice run too. I mean, he gained about maybe about 2-3 yards, but it might, like I said, it looks like the area of holding.
Wait for the white cap to announce here. I'll call that on Brady Bennett, who was out there, like I said, on an island, man-to-man.
Yeah, and those are the kind of penalties you don't want to start off the drive off. And now all of a sudden you are looking at a 1st and 20. And, with great field position, now you're pushed back 10 more yards. And these are the kind of mistakes that they cannot make, and they've got to make some adjustments. So now it's going to be a very difficult time to get 20 yards within 3-4 downs.
Ball's marked on the 30-yard line. Torres in the backfield, takes it, wants to look downfield, screen getting set up, connects number 1, but quickly met there. Number 1 will have no space to run, Ryan Castillo, and that'll bring up a second down.
Wow, that it looked like he was gonna have some running room, but it just closed up really quick. Great job for the Harlingen Cardinals to get to the gaps really easy, but it looked like it was going to be a nice gain.
Number 22 for the Cardinals, he was going upfield towards the quarterback, and he did a great job of having awareness and shifting back out to the flat and really chasing down from behind, because everybody else was blocked on the outside. So just did not get to fully develop. 2nd and 15 for the Hawks. Looking downfield, David Torres steps up, lets it fly. He's got Bender to the outside, overthrows him, incomplete.
Yeah, it was a good job here by Pedro Luna, number 21, on good coverage. But I'd like to see that, Aaron. I'd like to see that they took a chance, go downfield a little bit, and maybe open up some lanes here to go. Because now we got a long actually 3rd down to go, and these are the kind of plays that South needs to do to get back on this ball game.
It's good to stretch that defense in, because what happens is if you're not stretching that defense, and they're going to load up the box, and they're going to bring the pressure on your sophomore running back and on David Torres. And so you got to keep them honest and then get something downfield. 3rd down and 15. Let's see what they have, John, up here. 3 receivers to the right. Bennett down here by himself, man to man. Torres steps back. He lets it fly downfield. He's got a wide open receiver. He's open at the 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, no flag. Touchdown, Hawks.
Well, Aaron, this is what you called. You said they needed to stretch the field, and they did it. Great job. Great job. I mean, from number 2. To get wide, I mean, he was wide open. I don't know how he got so open. Did somebody slip that we didn't see? But wow.
It looked to me, because it was just right on the replay, but it looked to me like it was a play where one receiver tied up 2 defensive backs, and so that allowed him to get free downfield. I think they were reading maybe it was a double move. I didn't get to see that.
A little miscommunication there on the
exactly. And or good execution.
Good execution. You're absolutely right.
I think they ran probably a little what they thought was going to be a bubble screen, and then the receiver just released downfield, and they were caught. So kick is up, and I think this is going to be good.
And you have to give the quarterback credit for that good throw, because a lot of times when you're that wide open,
you get excited.
And you overthrow, underthrow, or something like that. So.
Start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Inmates, you are now property of Cell Block X.
Next thing you know, we're back. They're back in it here.
So thanks for joining this live audio broadcast, wherever it is that you're listening from. Perhaps you're a former Hawk or former Cardinal graduate, and maybe you're out of city or out of state, even out of country, perhaps. So thanks again for joining this live audio. I know that probably brings back memories for you and your Bird Bowl. And Joe and I here in the booth are just excited to be able to call this game for you. Again, live audio only, as we're not permitted to show the live video. But thanks again for sticking with us and listening. We've got 5:23 remaining in the first half. Cardinals up 17-7. Do want to go ahead and note that both teams have all 3 timeouts. And so this could be a slow-moving last half of the second quarter. But I think both teams would love to get one more score for different reasons. Space for the Cardinals, get back in the game for the Hawks.
Exactly.
Right. Jaime Galvan's going to send a man in motion. He has 2 running backs with him in the backfield. And he's getting ready, 1st down and 10. Braden Berry, left-hand side, trying to find that edge. Does push out of bounds, gain of 4, maybe 5.
Good job there by Jeremiah Rivera to push him out of bounds and not let him take that corner, because we all see how explosive he can be, and that corner can turn out to be a big, big game. Right. Good job there for the South Hawks.
2nd down and 6, they'll call it. And Jaime Galvan, same setup here. I'm noting also that the safeties are not playing deep. Watch that deep ball. Here we go, Galvan. Handoff. A little shiftiness there by Berry, but he's tackled pretty quickly. Great defense there.
Wow, good job there by the both sides of the lines. I mean, the South got a good penetration there, and we're able to get that gain to a minimal gain, and now they got about a good 3rd and 4, and they're setting up again.
3rd down and 4, they're ready to go. They've been going much quicker tonight than what I've seen this season. They're quick to the football. 3rd down and 4. Ball's on the 31. Galvan, shotgun for him. Here comes the pressure. Lets it fly, though, and he connects. I believe that's, again, number 3, Justin Galvan, trying to strip him of the ball, and he's just gaining yards. First down and more.
Good job, good throw. But again, like you said, Aaron, I mean, they were trying to strip him, and as they were trying to strip him, he gained about 5 more yards on that. So they've got to get there, and they've got to do their tackling and do a much better job of just putting them down.
He's a big receiver too, and so like you said, he actually got 5 more yards because they're just trying to strip the football instead of tackling him. First down, Raidenberry in motion. He'll get it on the left-hand side. Slips. Did he go to the ground? They're not blowing it dead, are they? Oh, they did. They're going to say he's down. That's a loss of 3.
I didn't see his knee, but they have the better view, I guess, but it looked pretty close. It looked close.
There's no instant replay as far as for the officials in high school football.
You can't challenge it.
No, you can't. That's right. You can't challenge it.
I was expecting Manny to throw the red flag, but no, it's not happening here.
This is probably the only, maybe the second or maybe third time that they've had a loss. Every other play has been forward going, Joe.
You're absolutely right.
Second down and 11. Cardinals, 3:45 remaining in the first half, up 17-7. Galvan going to take the snap, looks downfield, plenty of time in the pocket, starts to collapse around him. Now he's going to pull the football, carry it himself, finding space in the outside, cross midfield, down to the 46, dives close to the first down marker. What a long run there for a gain of about 9 yards.
Wow, that was a good run, and it wasn't for number 44, Levi Ince again. I've been mentioning his name a lot. That could have gotten a lot further, but now they got a good 3rd and 1. He got a lot of yards, though. I mean, it was a great run.
Levi Ince, I think he's one of their star sophomores. He is.
A sophomore.
He's a young guy also. All right, 3rd down and 1.
And we got some motion.
Oh, that's going against Harlingen.
Mm-hmm.
So this is crucial here, Joe, because if the South can get a stop, they've got 3 timeouts and time.
Yeah, that was a really, really hard play to, a penalty to take for when you got a 3rd and 1. Now you're looking at 3-6.
That's right. And he jumped across that line. That was going to be a run play 100 because he got off that line like he was going to mow someone down.
He was going to push somebody.
Yeah, and so you could tell that was not going to be a pass play.
Yeah.
Because he almost leveled the defensive end.
That's true. But now South should take advantage of this because, 3rds and 1s are really easy to make in most cases, but now we got 3rd and 6. So here we go.
And now they're back on the Cardinal side of the field in the 49. Jaime Galvan waiting for the snap. Here we go. Keeper looks downfield, wants to pass. It has his brother open. What a tackle there, but I think he's past the first down marker.
Yeah, it was a good stop over here by Enrique Alvarado, but it was enough to move the chain. So here we go, a 3rd and long, and Harlingen was able to get the first down. South has got to make a stand here with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Flag on the field.
Oh, there was a flag. I
didn't see it either, and I think this is going against Harlingen. Okay, so I was watching the replay, and in my head, I was like, not that I called it, but I noticed that offensive line got a huge push, like it was going to be a running play, and he was about 7 yards downfield, so they're going to call him for an ineligible receiver. That's the second time that flag has been thrown. That same penalty here in the game tonight.
And a back-to-back penalty as well. Now we went from a 3rd and 1 to 3rd and 11. Now we're going to be somewhere around there. So
that's right, 31 to should be a 3rd and 11. And I'm interested as a former offensive lineman in that blocking scheme because what I'm noticing is on a pass play they're blocking as if it's a run play, and so I don't know that's the setup kind of blockers for the receiver to cut back inside, but they're not setting back into pass protection. Really interesting. 3rd down and 11. For the Cardinals, Jaime Galvan sends his man in motion. He's got 4 wide receivers, 3 left, 1 right. Barry in the backfield. Looking down, here comes a blitz off the edge. He gets out of it, lets one fly. Has a receiver. He catches it. Number 2, Donnie Serna. Floats one in there, Joe, and somehow he came up with it.
I'm speechless right now. I thought they had him first in the background and the back, and then he throws a pass. Didn't look like it had much on it because he got hit as he threw it. And number 2 was wide open over here for the gain. Wow.
Yes. And they're right back at it again. I don't know how that happened, but he did it. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Ball on the 35. Galvan looks downfield, wants to pass the ball. Plenty of time, lets it fly. Receiver in and out of his hands. Incomplete pass. He almost had that one.
Well, I don't know if the defender actually, it looked like it looked like it was a clean throw. I thought he maybe got a hand on it and was able to move the ball a little bit, but great route on it.
Number 1 was streaking down there for that pass right near Elizondo. he got his hands extended high. It hit him in the palms, and he tried to bring it down, and when he did that, it just kind of shot, between down towards his feet. And so I think that motion of trying to regather his balance lost in the football. 2nd and 10. Now Galvan looking downfield, wants to pass, blitz up the middle, gets outside, lets it fly. His receiver wide open. That's right, Raiden Berry at the 15 makes a move, trying to cross field now to the 10, turning it upfield now to the 5. Flag on the field, though, as Berry makes a huge reception and run.
Looks like we're going to get a hold downfield, though. I saw a little hold on I think it might be against the Cardinals. But once again, a great run, great pass. These things are they're pretty much doing what they want on Harlingen South. They've got to come up. They got to get a little tighter, play a little bit closer up front because.
Yep.
Yeah, he was running right around the edge there, and I kind of saw that he held the jersey there and allowed it to go through, but it wasn't. I didn't think it was going to be called because it was kind of quick. He just kind of grabbed and went on there.
Yeah.
But a devastating little play, though. It turned out to be a great play, and now we got a hold call.
So I'm waiting to see where it looks like they're still going to have picked up some yardage on it, though.
Yeah, I think
it's a spot foul.
It's a spot foul.
Mm-hmm. So now they're going to have 1st and 10 here on the 18-yard line. And Galvan, defense shifts over as he moves a wide receiver. He's got a man slant up the middle of the field. That was almost intercepted. I thought that was going to be a pick for sure.
Yeah, I thought Devin Montemayor there was going to get his hands on it. And that's the kind of thing that they need right now. They need some kind of turnover to get some momentum going. I mean, offense did the job right now to scoring on a long play. I think defense needs to stand up here and hold Harlingen down a little bit to make this game a little bit more closer, closer.
They had 2 or 3 defenders in the same spot as that football. They were all paying attention to the receivers. Nobody saw that ball coming because that would have been a pick for sure. 2nd down and 10. Galvan sends his brother Justin in motion and rolls out to his left. Wants to hit him. He does. Nice move back to the inside of the field. Another move to the 10. Past the 10 into the 9. Close to that 1st down marker.
Very close. And Aaron, this combination here, it looks like they know what one of each other's doing. I mean, I know they're brothers and everything, but they know exactly what they're doing, and they're on a very, very good, pretty much they're reading each other's mind on here.
I can imagine how much time they've spent in their backyard growing up. It shows. 3rd down and 1. Berry dances a little bit to the 5, pushing the pile towards the end zone. White jerseys won't have it, or will they? Here we go, waiting for the officials' call. They're going to say he's just short.
He's going to be about a foot shy. Once again, great run by Berry over here, but South Hawks have got a little push in there, and he was able to get into some creases. And again, they were trying to take the ball away. And they're trying to, they're getting the ball, and that added another 2-3 yards by trying to strip the ball away from the Harlingen Hawks defense.
Willkommen to Welcome to Hacienda Ford's Trucktoberfest.
Trucktoberfest is the biggest sale of the year on new trucks and SUVs at Hacienda Ford. Now, no matter what options you want, it's at Hacienda Ford. Right now, get a 2019 Ford Expedition for 0% interest for 72 months plus $2,000 bonus cash.
Trucktoberfest means Hacienda has it.
And is looking really good.
I don't think they punted, Aaron, as the Harlingen offense.
They
haven't just been rolling down the field at will in the 4 possessions that they've had.
Here we go, Galvan, the shotgun with Braden Berry in the backfield. 1st and goal, ball's on the 1-yard line. Getting the snap, here we go. Handoff, Berry up the middle, drop, shoulder pad, touchdown, Cardinals.
Got a great push by the offensive line. I mean, there was nobody there to do anything about that. Great push. Number 75 and number 40. Yeah, I mean, they just pushed. I mean, even knocked the helmet down. I think it's just right now the Harlingen Cardinals front line is actually winning the battle, and that's where South has to come back and do something here in the second half. They, like you pointed out, Aaron, they got 30 seconds. See what happens.
Well, Nathaniel Marfill, I'm going to have to call him out. The fullback on that play, man, he just did a great job of getting on the block along with number 75. And, they just open up that side of the line of scrimmage and, just rolling right now. They're at like.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Got to score that, but then you also got to figure out how to stop this offense.
That's two crucial things that they have to come up with, like you said, how to stop the offense and how to put points on the board. I know they got the long drive on there, but they've got to come up to slow this offensive Cardinals, slow them down a little bit, because they're pretty much running at will, passing at will, and that could be really hard for the South to come out and adjust to that. Let's see what happens on that.
See what they're going to do with these 31 seconds. The kickoff has ensued. Will be returned about the 5-yard line up to the 15, 20, 25 or so, and he'll be taken down there. So the Hawks will have about 75 yards, 24 seconds, and 3 timeouts remaining.
Well, they got 3 timeouts, and maybe they can get a couple of passes downfield and maybe try to get a field goal going, get a little bit momentum to start the second half. And if they can get maybe 3 points out of this, I know it's a tough task to ask for, but we saw what happened on the last time. Right. They were able to score in one play. So let's see what happens, and hopefully, they don't. They try it out there to get at least some momentum going for the second half.
Well, definitely they're going to play the cover 2 with those 2 safeties back deep and try to keep everything underneath. David Torres now is going to run first time up to 35.
Good job on there. He got about good 5-6 yards, but I think that what they need to do is take a shot downfield. I mean, you never know what happens. I mean, it's a 50-50 chance it could happen or not. But we still got about 16 seconds. He was pushed out of bounds, so they didn't have to use a timeout here. But I don't know, Aaron. I think they've got to. He was a 9-yard pickup. I think they've got to take a shot downfield. You never know what would happen. I mean, you want to take some momentum going into halftime.
Not a whole lot I think they can do unless it's another big shot like they took to number 4, right? But either way, important is keep taking care of the football. Don't give anything up either. Here you go, throw his hand off. Up the middle is Vasquez, and he'll push forward for a first down marker. So they'll stop the clock momentarily. Not a huge rush to get to the line of scrimmage, though.
It doesn't seem like they're going to
timeout. They got a timeout, yes.
Okay.
I didn't think they were. They did.
We're Mission veterans, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Hi, we're the Lady Diamondbacks.
Especially when you're down 24, to get a little bit momentum going, and maybe in the second half they can build on that and come back and score.
Well, halftime adjustment is going to be the name of the game. Again, a reminder out there for you Hawk faithful fans that early in the season came back and put 3 touchdowns on Wesco, which Wesco has ended up being an excellent team this year, by the way. They're leading, I think, in that district. So, they got potential. They can do something.
It can happen.
You never know. So stick with us. After we break here in a moment, we're going to take a break. I think they may be showing the bands during halftime, which is kind of cool. And then we'll be back 28 minutes after we break here. But we have 11 seconds remaining. We have 2 timeouts for the Hawks. And David Torres is there with 3 wide receivers to his right. Brady Bennett all by himself. Safety's playing real deep. Rolls to his right. Lets it fly. He's got a receiver on the outside. Carrion goes up for an incomplete pass.
Well, here we go. They took a shot. It was very close. I mean, he almost had it. I don't know if he would have brought it in bounds or not. But these are the chances you've got to take. And you got 5 seconds left. And I do the same thing again, maybe on the other side. But you've got to do something, get some momentum going, build it up on halftime, and come back. You get the ball in the second half. So, you got to build that momentum. I mean, the game is not out of reach. No. But they are playing a very tough team.
That's right. Man, Carrion, I like that play there on the sideline. He was streaking down that sideline. He went up for it too, but just couldn't hold on. Second down. This will probably be the last play of the first half. And Coach Gomez is telling his DBs, get back. Here we go. Torres connects. Torres takes a big hit there. And so does number 1. Incomplete.
Well, I'm glad he got up.
He's up.
Yeah, he's up.
All right, that's the end of the first half, folks. The score is 24-7, and Bird Bowl 27 is first half is in the books. And so thanks again for joining us, Joe. Looking forward to second half. Set your clocks for 28 minutes, and we'll be back with second half live coverage.
We'll be right back.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Stop by today and enjoy the food at the La Feria Cafe. Great food made to order, handmade tortillas daily, breakfast, lunch, and Friday stop in for supper. The La Feria Cafe, open 7 days a week off of Business 83 in La Feria, Texas.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD. Hi, we're PJ Lady Bears, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live. Go!
Be extra thankful this year with faster internet from VTX1. VTX1 Companies offers fast and reliable internet service throughout the Rio Grande Valley, even to some of the most remote areas. Take a slice off the cost with free installation. Gobble unlimited gigabytes with a service provider you can trust by calling 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Hi, we're the Lady Wildcats, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Inside a top-secret, highly classified government laboratory, an experimental killer virus has breached containment. You and your team have 60 minutes to find the antivirus. Book your adventure today at trappedragv.com.
Hi, we're Edinburgh Cougars, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the HCISD Friday Night Lights Talk Time Edition. The Mighty Hawk Band brings you the second and third movement of their 2019 field production, Metamorphosis. 2 weeks ago, at the 77th Annual Pigskin, your Mighty Hawk Band made a superior rating for the 19th time. The South Band would also like to congratulate the Harlingen Cardinal Band on their superior rating at Pigskin. Our drum majors this year are Jose Gutierrez, David Cavazos, and Noah Weeks. Our color guard captains are Imani Martinez and Kristen Nicholas. Gilbert Guadarrama leads our drum line, and Carol Lamar leads our front percussion ensemble. Soloists tonight are French horn freshman Isabella Fletcher, trumpet freshman Sofia Castillo, baritone senior Yasmin Cantu, clarinet senior Maya Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, off your seats and on your feet for your very own, the Harlingen South Mighty Hawk Band.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Hi, we're the Rio Grande City Rattlers. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Willkommen to Welcome to Hacienda Ford's Trucktoberfest.
Trucktoberfest is the biggest sale of the year on new trucks and SUVs at Hacienda Ford. Now, no matter what options you want, it's at Hacienda Ford. Right now, get a 2019 Ford Expedition for 0% interest for 72 months plus $2,000 bonus cash.
Trucktoberfest means Hacienda has it.
Captain Sarah Urbina. Major Desiree Cordero. And your 2019-2020 Colonel, Kenya Rodriguez. Your Rookie of the Week is Liani Rodriguez. Your Cadet of the Week is Brianna Martinez. The Harlingen Cadets will be performing a hoop routine to Rock in the USA. We would like to dedicate this performance to the memory of our veterans, the courage of our heroes, and the belief that America is simply the best. Take it away, Cadets!
Ladies and gentlemen, the Harlingen High School Big Red Cardinal Band is proud to announce that they recently received their 23rd consecutive Division I rating at the 77th UIL Pigskin Jubilee. Tonight, the Harlingen High School Big Red Cardinal Band will be giving to honor our wonderful HCISD teachers and administrators, and also in recognition of our school board for being named Texas School Board of the Year. Tonight, we will showcase students from a few of our organizations as a way to say thank you for providing wonderful and diverse opportunities for our students here at HCISD. Joining the Cardinal Band is Cardinal football player Mark Cruz, and from the HCISD Performing Arts Conservatory and cast members of In the Heights, from Harlingen High School seniors Gabriela Ray Garza, Gabby Celine Garza, and Harlingen High School South sophomore Aaron Blunt. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy This Is Me.
Push your mind to do what to do. Just tell you can't. And don't do things that ain't even cool. And get rid of the no good friends that's enabling you. Like you won't be nothing. You're like crumbling, they're talking mumbly. You're gonna be something. You want glory. We know games for warriors. We run the Tories. They can't stop you, block you, or mock you. They mad cause you bad and they knock you. You fall down but get up, kick and hop through. Kick out doors for us to walk through. You have a purpose. To make you say, did I do that? Artful. Now we call it reality virtue. Ladies and gentlemen, this is who I am, this is me. Don't let the words hurt you.
We now present a few of the organizations offered here at HCISD. Student Council, representing Alessandra Morales. Representing HOSA, Jesse Uresti. Junior ROTC, Neoni Ledesma. Boys Basketball, Shalom Cuellar. Rotary Interact, Janelle Arnold. Key Club, Pedro Galvan. El Arroyo Yearbook, Olivia Hernandez. FFA, Kelly Sade Cash. Cardettes, Kenya Rodriguez. Volleyball, Elaine Coronado. Boys Soccer, Jose Garcia. Junior Class, Autumn Levi. Law Enforcement Club, Kiera Belecki. Girls Soccer, Keilani Vasquez. Girls Basketball, Emery Scoggins. Cheer, Reagan Garza. Science Club, Andrew Silguero. Masonry, Victoria Sanchez. Electrical Technology, Dominic Lara. Plumbing Technology, Zachary Garcia. Choir, Sofia Lopez. TAFE, Jody Gonzalez. Spanish Club, Carlina Alvarez. Boys Cross Country, Ivan Montante. Boys Track, Josiah Uribe. Engineering and Tech, Tatiana Moore. Tennis, Jordan De Jesus and Lupita Torres. Orchestra, AJ Montemayor. NHS, Ariana Castillo. Cards for Christ, Manuel Conde. And your Cardinal football team, Mark Cruz. HCISD has allowed students a glimpse at real-life jobs and scenarios, allowing us to narrow down our pathways. These experiences will not only help our college lives, but our lifetime of giving back to the community that gave to us. These opportunities create character, build leadership, and most importantly, create memories that no one will ever forget.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias, su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
When in Poor Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
Coach Nava with Westaco East High School.
Time down, a couple touchdowns and a field goal. What adjustments are needed in order to be able to come out here? You're going to get the ball first and make a splash early on.
Well, Aaron, you have to come out and make a statement at first. You've got to come out and you got to come and smash them in the mouth in a way. You know, you have to come and make a little statement. But for the adjustments is, I think they got to play a little bit better on man-to-man because it seems like the receivers are kind of beating them down. And I'm talking about the South defense. I think they've got to get a little bit more aggressive, get a little bit more fire on the team, get some leadership going. But most importantly, man, you got to stop that run because the Cardinals right now are moving at will. They're moving on run, and they're moving at pass, and they're moving in big chunks of yards. So they've got to do a little bit of tightening up, adjustments. They've got to, their offense, they've got to open up some lanes. They've got to get that running game going and make the defense sit down a little bit. And that might be some of the reasons as well. South had one good drive. But other than that, I mean, they've got to just come out and play a little harder. They got it in them. They're a good team.
That's right. Remember, they put 3 touchdowns on Westaco Panthers early in the season. I keep referencing that because, of course, for the Hawk hopeful out there, you're looking for that source of hope. And just from a football fan perspective, I want this to be a good second half. I want to see a good Bird Bowl that's competitive and back and forth. And so you got to hope that South can pull something out like that. They're going to return this ball. We have number 15 deep to return. The football number 15 is Jonathan Bustamante, and he's ready to go. And I'm excited to get this second half kicked off. I was watching Coach Ritchie here in the video, and he looks a little inspired. And so I hope that this team is ready to make something happen. To me, Joe, you got to get a score on this drive. Let's see how it goes. Kickoff time coming for the Cardinals. Wind still coming out of that north-northeast just a little bit. Nice, cool evening, and it is beautiful for football. Here we go. Kickoff will be returned. They're going to go to the other man, fielded about the 7-yard line, out to the 10-15, makes a move, quick to the hole, 25, down to the 30-yard line.
Well, they started there right now. They started at the 30-yard line. That's a good place to start. It's a little bit above, the 20, 25-yard line. But here we go. They have to make a statement. They've got to get some push on that offensive line, create some lanes, and get number 88 in the game. You know,
Yes.
get them going on there. They have the talent. It's not like it's out of reach. I mean, like you said, you keep referring to that game. It's because they're capable of doing that. They're capable of coming back with 3 touchdowns down. And right now they're 2 touchdowns and a field goal. So they're and with the ball.
And they have the ball and they're ready to go. David Torres, he shows up. We're going to run number 23, Israel Vasquez in at the running back position, 4 wide receivers. And here we go, folks. Second half, Bird Bowl 27. Rolls to his right, lets it fly. There's Brady Bennett trying to get one out of the air, incomplete pass.
And that's what we're talking about, trying to get him up there. He threw it up there. There is a flag on the play. He threw it up there, kind of a jump ball, and usually he kind of wins those, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Lots of hands on that one, though. I think there were like 3 defenders around him. They triple teamed him.
They did.
Wait for the flag here. Prior to the pass, so defensive pass holding against the Cardinals. You're a Hawk fan. That's a good sign. Get the ball moving one way or another.
Hey, sometimes it takes a little bit of motivation. It takes a penalty, but it could create that spark that Harlingen South needs so desperately right now to get the ball rolling. I mean, they're at the 40-yard line. See what they can do.
All right, 1st and 10, ball, like you said, at the 40. And here we go, David Torres and company looking to get this ball moving. Takes a snap, keeper right-hand side, and he's got pressure in the backfield, sack for 5 yards.
And that's one thing that you did not want to start the game up there. Really good push by Angel Garcia. He was able to get there. I think they lost like 5-6 yards, but after a nice, not nice, but penalty, and now you're pushed down to 2nd and 15.
Big push back there. And just a great job there on a blitz, I believe, and was able to get him in the backfield. So ball's at the 35-yard line. Down 24-7, the Hawks trying to breathe some life into their offense. Torres wants to throw it out. Quick out to Carrion to the 35. Got space on the edge, 40. Down spins to the 45 or so. Nice pick up there for Carrion. He'll get within 5 yards of that first down marker.
Well, he was able to get 10 yards out of the yards back, so they're going to have a 3rd and 5, a little bit more manageable. Good play on them. Good play. This is exactly what they need to be doing. Get those little dump-off passes and trying to create some lanes.
3rd down and 5. Is this 4-down territory already? We'll find out here in a second if they don't convert. But David Torres looking to the sideline. Does have 4 wide receivers. They're going to run Bennett in the slot now, which is a little bit different. What they're doing is they have a defensive back up on Bennett, and they have a safety over. So essentially they're double-teaming Bennett. But now they're going to run Carrion out there, which pulls a safety over. So Bennett's man-to-man. David Torres now in shotgun. Waits for the snap. Rolls to his right. Wants to pass. That's a fly. There's Carrion on the outside. Drops the pass. Would have had a chance at the first down marker, but incomplete.
It looked like he would have had a chance, but, I mean, we will never know. He dropped the ball, so here we go. Now we're down to 4th down, 4th and 5, and it looks like the punting unit will be coming out, Aaron. So I don't think it was 4th down territory for them just yet, but, I mean, you know, I really wish they could have gotten a little further down and get that defense rested a little bit more.
Leo Torres at number 37 has had, I think, probably 4th or 5th punt for tonight, and he's been getting plenty of work on the south side. And that punt unit, they're going to run with 2 returners back deep, and Torres is going to get outside, and he kicks back opposite across the field. Looks like it'll be picked up. No, it won't. Down here inside the 25-yard line. The Cardinals will go to work, and talked about at halftime, right, that the offense from the Cardinals has been untouchable. They've been efficient. They've kept moving. I don't think we've seen the punt unit from them yet.
I think the punter has not come out yet, and they've had 4 possessions, and they've had 4 scores, 3 touchdowns and 1 field goal. So they're pretty much moving the ball as, you know, however they want to be honest with you. We need to see a little bit of resistance here for South defense to get the offense back on the ball.
Ball's on the 24-yard line, and here we go. So first down for the Cardinals. Jaime Galvan comes back out with Raiden Berry in the backfield, and they're ready to get to work. They've been running left, right, and throwing it mid-zone. Let's see what they do here. Raiden Berry right this time. Sprints out to the corner there, trying to find the edge, and he's pushed out of bounds.
That was a good play by, what was it, number 12. He was able to chase him down, Jacob Carrion. He was able to chase him down. I think he didn't get a yard, maybe 2. But good play on it, but, you know, because Berry's been going around the outside and been getting a lot of yards doing on that same play. So good job on the defense there.
Galvan now, again, the shotgun. Really have not seen him run under center at all. It's always going to be shotgun for these guys, and that's the way they've been running it all season. 2nd down and 9. He's going to pass this one to his brother Justin. Catches it, makes a nice move to the 35. Past the first down marker and more, and just unstoppable there on the outside.
Well, you know, again, he's great at breaking tackles, and I think he broke 2 on that one. They had him behind the yards, but he was able to push forward and get the first down. But again, a great job on Galvan.
Galvan to Galvan, that's what we had. First and 10. Ball's on the 39-yard line. It gets kind of confusing because they kind of have the same stature also. But Justin Galvan, number 3, is the younger of the 2. Jaime in his senior year. Bird Bowl 27. Here we go. Galvan pistol formation this time. Handout. No, throws it to Justin Galvan. Nice stick there by number 5 and 7, and he has nowhere to go.
That was a great play by David Cortez and Enrique Alvarado. They were able to get it down to 1 or 2 yards. Because, again, you know, he's great at breaking tackles, and they can make those 2-yard passes, you know, get down to 30, 40 yards. I mean, they're really capable of that. Good job on the Hawks defense on that play.
2nd down and 8. Balls marked on the 41-yard line. We're at 9:12 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Just getting kicked off in the second half. 24-7 is the score. Thanks for listening to this live audio broadcast. Royal Sports Live, KHGN, bringing it to you live from Bogus Stadium. Justin Galvan in motion. Jaime Galvan looks downfield. Here comes the pressure. Lets it fly. Receiver trips. I do not think that was a penalty. I was watching that. That was not intentional.
Yeah, it looked like it was incidental contact there. Jeremiah Rivera was the one involved with that, but he was looking towards the ball, so
yes,
I mean it was definitely incidental. So good job there, because it could have been a lot worse here. But now it's a 3rd down and about 8. Hawks really have to make a stand here and get that offense back and giving them a chance. So they've really got to tighten down here.
Well, you know, the coaching staff shows that they have trust left in the defense for the Hawks by punting on that last drive there. and hopefully getting even better field position out of this. But they got to make a stop here on 3rd down and 8. Galvan rolls to his left. Here comes the pressure from behind. Let's fly wide open. Justin Galvan at the 50-45. Looks like he drops the football, but it gets out of bounds. But would have been a fumble recovery. Ends up being 1st down Cardinals.
Again, it was wide open. He had nobody on 5 yards behind him and 5 yards in front of him. There was a big gap in the middle for Galvan to throw into. They've got to do a little bit better adjustments, tightening them up a little bit because, like I said, he was clearly wide open and was able to get a lot more than what was required for the 1st down.
You know, just really interesting because both teams are actually finding a lot of success kind of that middle zone, that middle of the field. There's a lot of cushion, and so both teams are finding some success there, especially the Cardinals, obviously. Barry, right-hand side now. He pushes through a pile, breaks about 5 tackles, 35-30, 25-20, makes a move 15-10, 5, touchdown, Radenberry, Harlingen Cardinals.
Wow. All I can say is, wow, that was all him. I mean, he broke a good job on the line. Got to give them a little credit, though, but he made a couple of guys miss, basically. You know, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then he outrun everybody else. What a great job by Barry. On a long 3rd down, man, that's one of the things I think they didn't want to see here. So Harlingen's back on top, 30, and we're waiting for the extra point.
That's a backbreaker, Joe. You know, you get into that position, and then you run a run that really had an opportunity to get tackled in the backfield, and he just gets around and then breaks it for a touchdown, and that's tough to deal with if you're the Harlingen South defense. Extra point is up and good, so the points now come out to 32 Cardinals, 7 Hawks, and they're rolling.
Watching Rio Sports Live.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Right now, you've got to make something happen. Every drive is going to be 4 down territory because this is going to get out of hand quickly. I saw this, you did too, with Midland, and how the Cardinals, once they sniff that blood, they just chomp down and they just keep pressing. So they don't let up on the gas. That's one thing about this year's team with the Cardinals that I've been impressed with is they don't let off. You know, they get a lead and they just keep holding on until they keep pressing.
They smell that blood and they keep going at it, and that's what they keep doing. And let's see if South can counter with some offensive here after the kickoff.
All right, lacking a counter punch thus far. This will be returned, fielded at the 8-yard line or so, out to the 20. Makes a move there to the middle of the field and will be taken down eventually around the 26-yard line. That's number 4 in the carry, Jeremiah Rivera.
That was a good little play. I mean, he ran right up the gut, got about, to the 25, 26-yard line, and in a pretty decent field position. I mean, you want to get it up a little bit past the 30, but they've got to make something happen here. And like you said it earlier, 4th down territory possibly, but they do need a score here. I mean, this is pretty much if you get a 3 and out, it could be a little bit bad.
Yeah, that was a back-breaking run by Radenberry. And if you let it be. And so, at this point, you got to counter, like you said, because Cardinals just threw a big punch here in the second half. 1st and 10, ball's on the 27-yard line. David Thodas now handoff. Vasquez at the middle. Lots of jerseys there in the pile. No gain. If so, very little.
Lots of pile right there. Like you said, there was a lot of bodies in there. I think you got 1 yard maybe. I think you got to start stretching the ball a little bit more. I mean, we're down 24 points and we're running up the gut. I think you got to try to do something explosive here.
So we got a 2nd down and 9 for the Hawks, and I'm just going to say something because they're right in line. The South student section is my favorite student section, by the way. They get into the game. They got their own cheers, chants. It's pretty cool to watch that. In the 3rd quarter, the drum line gets down there. And so we graduate from that. I love to watch them. They have a great time.
You got to give them credit.
They do. And that student section is packed on the south side. All right, downfield. David Thodas got Bennett wide open, and he overthrows him.
Wow, I thought, man, he was wide open, Aaron. I mean, there was nobody really close to him. But unfortunately, the ball was overthrown. But I think he got a little excited on that one. But he just literally, there it is, right? Yeah, there was about 4 people. I mean, number 17 was the closest one to him. So, I mean, missed opportunities there.
He would have popped him pretty hard. I'm going to tell you that. My 17 was ready. The safety was ready to get a hit on him. But Bennett's such a big guy that I think he would have held on to that.
Yeah.
It just sailed about it. And, this has been indicative tonight. Here's third down. They're going quick to the line. David Torres goes under center. He's got Bennett again. Jump ball, incomplete pass.
Again, they went to the big target. They couldn't compute. I think if he would have thrown it just a little bit higher and used his size advantage, because he was in front. I'm sorry, he was behind.
Yes.
And, but I mean, he underthrew it there a little bit. And now it brings up a fourth down here. Was 3 and out almost, it seems like it was. And these are the things that we're talking about. And then, they're going to get back to the ball back to Harlingen in pretty decent territory. Let's see, he got some really good punt here.
Previous play was overthrown. This one was underthrown, and both to Beatty Bennett. So fourth down, punt unit comes on the field. Punter waiting for it, and we're going to have a penalty. It's going to go against Harlingen South.
The false start there. See, and those kind of penalties now, you're going to be pushed down another 5 yards. The two guys waiting for the punt are moving up. So now we're looking at the ball somewhere about the 40, maybe even more. Crucial penalties are really hurting right now for Harlingen South.
All right, punter lined up about the 10-yard line or so. Down 31-7. South Hawks with 7:17 remaining in the third quarter. Are going to take this fourth down and punt. High snap, but fielded. Kick is up really high. Will come down right around midfield or so. Takes a high hop. Now a Harlingen South Hawk bounce, and we taking down finally about the 47-yard line.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Thank you for watching Real Sports.
This offense has been efficient. They have scored each of their 5 drives, 4 touchdowns, 1 field goal. Sends Barry out in motion. Going to dump this one off here. Number 1, it's going to be a receiver pass downfield. He's got number 12, Hector Bettis, open 10-5, touchdown. Cardinals connects with number 12, Hector Bettis, and they pull a little trickery up in that one, Joe, and get another one.
Oh, God, they put a little trickery on it, Aaron. I thought he was just going to do a slant pass, but he threw it out there. Number 1 was doing an excellent, I believe that was Ryan Elizondo, and got to number 12 and number 5 for the Harlingen South that Enrique Alvarado, I think he bid on that and was able to give him a lot of yards right in front of him. But here we go. That was just took one play, Aaron, one play, and now we're up to 38.
6 drives, 6 scores, 5 touchdowns, 1 field goal. And the Cardinals, again, like we said earlier, the foot is not off the gas, and they keep pushing. Scores 38-7 now with 6:55 remaining in the third quarter. And just like
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
difficult years, but yet they still remain in the hunt for district titles and playoffs and things like that. Always fighting, and they just have to fight extra hard the past couple of years. And this season coming in, in the beginning, a team that kind of was unproven and they just started, of course, that Converse-Judson loss. And I tell people, you have to realize that Converse-Judson is probably a top 5 team in the state. They're going to compete for a state championship this year. And that was early in the season as well, too. It would probably be a different score if they played right now.
I too believe so.
But the Cardinals have really started to put it together. And it's not, but it's weird because I feel like it's not a flashy offense, yet they pull off some pretty big plays. So, Cardinals just showing out tonight, and good for them. So here we go, kickoff now. South. A chance this will go out of bounds and a penalty.
Well, like you said, Aaron, too, I think they're also gelling at the right time towards the end of the season, right before playoff time. I mean, they're pretty much in the. They're guaranteed a spot in the playoffs. So Harlingen is peaking right at the right time, and South is it may be difficult for them to come out of it, but they've got to get at least some momentum going and maybe carry over because they still have a big game next week. They do. You know,
Brownsville Hannah's coming to town next week, and you know, with the loss tonight, they're still mathematically not out of the playoffs, but they're going to have to beat Hannah, and someone else going to have to lose next week. But like I said, yeah, but get some momentum. There's the Brady Bennett play we've been waiting for. Nice move there, catching the outside.
That was a great run there, a great pass and run on number 88. He got about 8-9 yards. That's what, you know, I don't understand why they hadn't been doing this the very beginning of the game. Obviously, he's a big target. I know the Cardinals are covering him sometimes. Right. Two-man on him. He's a weapon.
Yes, he is, and he's a good one, too. He's senior. Going to miss seeing him on the field next year. Here you go. Torres now. Handoff Vasquez, right-hand side. Offensive line blocking up ahead. Nice first down pickup for the Hawks.
That was a good run around the outside there. You saw the two South linemen going right in front of them. We were able to create a couple of lanes there. Number 56 and number 51. They were like, hey, just follow me, man. We're going to get through it. And they did. They were able to get the first down.
I love watching that offensive line from the Harlingen South because they pull a lot. And so, you know, they haven't done a lot this game, though, which was their bread and butter last week. And they pull a guard and a tackle, and they get outside, and they block for those receivers and running backs. And they're just beautiful to watch, you know, for offensive linemen. And so I love to watch that. David Torres rolling to his right. There's Bennett, same play again. He's going to pick up 5 yards.
That was exactly what they needed to do. Just take little chunks of him. Good, you know, it was pretty decent coverage, but it was a good, well-thrown ball. And number 88 was able to pull it down. Good coverage over here by number 25, Ryan Quilantan. So, you know, it's what you want to do. I know it's late in the game, but 5 yards here, 5 yards there make a difference.
All right, Hawks now second down. 5:23 remaining in the third quarter. Handoff Vasquez gets stuck right away at the line of scrimmage, and he'll go no further.
Good penetration by the whole, the whole defensive line. Was lucky they wouldn't take a loss. It's going to be really a right at no gain, but good push there on the Harlingen Cardinal defensive line.
Third down and no gain on that one, so it's going to be 3rd down and 5. And again, 38-7. Thanks again for joining us this live audio broadcast here. Wherever it is that you're listening to, we just appreciate you sticking with us, KSGN Real Sports Live, and just enjoying this beautiful night of football in South Texas. The real deep South Texas, Joe.
Real deep.
It's real deep down here. 3rd down coming up now. South Hawks. Torres looks to his left, wants to pass. Gets out of the pocket now. Here's 23. Vasquez wide open out there. Nice pickup, first down for Vasquez, the running back, turn wide receiver.
Good adjustment on that. He was running out, and then he went right back, in, and then he went out. So good adjustment when he saw the quarterback running around the outside. He was able to run and was able to get free and get open. A much needed first down, Aaron.
Cardinals, they're asking for a hold call on there. May have been a little close to one, but they got away with it. 1st and 10. Hawks. Torres. Vasquez out on the flat. Going to throw it. There's Bennett again. Ooh. Overthrew him and almost intercepted.
That was an overthrow on number 8 Bennett, but it could have easily been picked. And right now they've got a little bit momentum going, and hopefully they could, get a couple more yards, get some first downs, and put a score on the board. Even if they come out of, we got a flag here, a late flag just pulled up here.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about at halftime. We're like, we haven't seen any unsportsmanlike penalties.
I think we got our first one.
We got the first one. And in these rivalries, you kind of expect a little bit of extracurricular activity, just hadn't seen it. Unsportsmanlike conduct, here it is. That's a 15-yarder. That's a big blow there to the South Hawks.
That is a big blower. I mean, you got a 2nd and 10, and now you got a 2nd and 25. Wow. I mean, that's a killer. And he's going out of the game, too. I think the coach is taking him out.
And have a little talk with him. He's a senior, and you got to lead by example there. And
the emotions got to him.
Yeah, and he's a great player, great student athlete as well. There was actually an article about him this week, and just a little extra there. And you get number 74 some work. Michael Magana, who's a sophomore. He's a big offensive tackle, by the way. All right, option pitch out. Lots of red jerseys. He's going to lose a couple yards in this one.
They snipped that one out. It was led over here by number 42, Nathan Huerta. It just didn't go anywhere, and I think they knew that was running play. I think they lost even more yards. They probably lost another 5 more yards on that. Now we're looking at somewhere in about the neighborhood of about third and 30 for the South Hawks. It's they're going the opposite direction, Aaron, and that's not what we want to do here.
Okay, you know, one of the things that's interesting is I got to speak with Coach Rich at the beginning of the season, and how this team, and you look at this, is almost all seniors or sophomores. A couple of juniors mixed in there, but a lot of seniors will be graduating here, and so they're playing the last bird ball. Third down. Lotus looks downfield, wants to pass. Got Bennett there on the outside, and he overthrows him. Incomplete pass.
That was a little bit overthrown here by the Harlingen South quarterback. He did have him open. He had a step or two on him. I mean, it still was not going to be enough, but it would have given him a little bit better position to punt at least. Yeah. Basically, they were playing the field position game, and they come up a little short because now we have a fourth down with 29 yards to go, and it looks like Harlingen will be getting the ball in pretty decent shape here coming out here in the third quarter.
All right, so punt unit again, probably the 6th or 7th time we've seen the punt unit for the South Hawks. And get an opportunity, the rugby-style kick for Torres. He's going to take it left this time. And I think he punts left and right, Joe, by the way. Help me out next time we see him because he went left and kicked with his left foot.
I think you're absolutely right because I wasn't going to say anything until you mentioned it. Yeah. But I saw him running on the right side the last time, right. And you can't kick with your left on that. Now he ran left and kicked. So I believe...
He's ambidextrous.
Yes, but...
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
I'm sorry, Barry takes it to the left-hand side. He's got space breaking across the 50 down to the 40-yard line. Beautiful run there by Raiden Barry.
Wow, another great run. He took it around the left-hand side, and it was number 12, Joshua Cantu, that could have possibly saved a touchdown because it looked like he had, if it wasn't for Joshua there, it was number 12. It could have been a lot worse.
1st and 10 now for the Cardinals. They're in Hawk territory. Sends a man in motion. Catches on the outside number 11 out to the 40. And good pickup there, about 3 yards or so before he's tackled.
Yeah, it was a minimal game, and I like that South Hawks there were 2 or 3 guys here still aggressive. That's showing that they still have a lot of heart. They're showing that they're not giving up. They're still in. They're still playing 100% in the game.
2nd down and 9. Sends number 11 in motion. That's Isaiah Perales. Raiden Barry in the backfield, looking downfield, wants to pass the ball, connects number 6 on the reception, Austin Alfaro, and I'll be just short of the 1st down marker.
Yeah, that was a good pass. I thought he had gotten close, but it looks like he's going to be about a yard or 2 shy. And but once again, they've got to make a quick stop here and hope maybe held Harlingen for, I don't know if it's 2 down territory.
3rd down and 2, and Galvan's going to go for it. Looks downfield, wants to pass. Here comes the pressure. He's running backwards now, folks. He's going to try to throw it. He just dumps it off.
Wow, he got hit. He got nailed.
That was a big hit.
Wow, there was nobody around. I guess people might be yelling for they wanted a intentional maybe.
Yeah, intentional grounding. I don't think it was late hit on the quarterback.
No, I think it was a good hit on it. Yeah, it was pretty clean, and there's the flag now.
Okay. So late flag.
I think they're going to get him for the intentional.
Well, he has to be out of the pocket.
And he was then.
And then,
yes.
Yeah. He has to be out of the pocket 5 yards, and then he has to throw it across the line of scrimmage. That's the rule. And I don't think he did either of those.
No. And that really helps Harlingen South defense because instead of a 3rd down, we lose a down, so it's actually 4th down now. And I believe the punting unit will be coming out, and South will be getting the ball maybe deep in their own territory. They need a little spark here to get the game a little closer, give their the team a little bit, like I said, it's not so much for this game, maybe for next week or or whatever it is, but they need a little spark here going in the late 3rd quarter.
All right, so 1st time punt unit, and guess who the punter is? That's Galvan back there. And so
what doesn't he do, man?
Yeah, you got to watch out because you're ready for a punt. It could turn into a pass. So here you go, 4th down. I'm sorry, that's not Galvan. They switched somebody else in this time. So not too far of a punt there, but either way, the South Hawks get the first stop of the night. And
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
One remaining in the third quarter. David Torres in his senior bird bowl. He lets one fly to number 2, Alex Esparza, and just overthrows an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I think he saw number 23. I think it was 23. Anyway, he saw him coming in pretty hard, and I think he lost a little bit of his concentration there. But it's still the good thing is that they didn't lose any yards, and they're still at second down.
Second down, and David Torres not changing a whole lot on this offense, right? And so a handoff up the middle here to Vasquez and gain a couple yards or so, and going to bring up a third down for the Hawks when they desperately need to get something big.
Yeah, they ran on the second down. I think that they're trying to get to field position, maybe doing a third down, a shorter pass. But, you're down, 31 points. You might want to stretch the field a little bit more.
Right. Bird Bowl number 27. Underway inside of 125 now in the third quarter, marching towards the fourth quarter. And it's almost 3-decade-long rivalry. Here we go. Torres finds a way to get rid of the football. Close to the first down markers, number 1, Ryan Castillo. And I got to give him credit. That was a nice pass.
Well, good pass and a good job by Ryan. I hope he's okay. He looks like he's limping off the field, but he was able to get that extra push to get the first down. And good job there by number 25, Ryan Quilantan again, getting on the tackle.
Mm-hmm. So 1st and 10, they move the chains. And David Torres showing glimpses of what I've seen him be able to do, on this field. And he's got some talent. He's got a good arm. It's just been off tonight. I'm curious to see if everything's okay with that right hand. Hand out to Vasquez, pushes the pile, but not much more than 2 yards.
Again, they ran a small inside right in between the tackles and gotten 2 yards on it, and maybe they're trying to get a 3rd down and 4, 3rd down and 3, and try to get a little dump pass off. I think they're playing more just to get the easier 3rd downs, in my opinion.
Try to set it up, get a little bit shorter second down, and Vasquez. We haven't seen Marcos Gonzalez, number 3, running the ball in a while, but that could be that they're giving the senior running back the opportunity to run the ball in Bird Bowl. That's the same play. I think that's the 4th or 5th time they've run that to Bennett. And really, he's been open. He was open again. But he's just throwing it about 1 foot to 2 feet in front of him.
It's been working, and it was a good, he was, like you said, he was open, and that would have made it easier, more manageable 3rd down. He just did not throw it on the money on stride. He threw it a little bit behind him. But, yes, that play has been working. I know they've gone through to it 3-4 times, but it's been successful at that.
So 3rd down now. Number 15 is going to be stretched out here, Jonathan Bustamante. And he's got Brady Bennett on the other side. They're going to run cover 2 of those safeties, just in case anything tries to get deep. David Torres rolling to his left now. He's got a wide open Vasquez here at the 40. Picks it up to the 50, 45 now. 40 makes a nice move, flag on the play, and that could be a face mask, Joe. We'll wait to see what that is. A nice pick up there by Vasquez.
Yeah, it was a good tackle here by Juan Garcia, number 26. But again, he was Vasquez was able to adjust on the pass. I think he did that the same. It was the same route. Came in, came out, got him on the run. Good pass, good concentration on him. And let's see what the penalty is.
I feel like when he was getting tackled, I saw his head spin. And so it looked like someone got a finger on that face mask and turned him. Yep, there it is. So that ends up being a big pickup there for Vasquez. And, going back to that pass, he literally picked it up right before he hit the ground.
It was a little low.
It was real low. And somehow was able to scoop it. And then he got downfield in a hurry.
Yeah, this is a good, right now, actually, the South Hawks not giving up. I mean, they still have a lot of pride in them. And they're trying to move the ball, and they're trying to score. A lot of teams sometimes when they're down they're deflated. But Harlingen South's got to give them a lot of credit. They're playing really hard out there.
So this is, the second time, obviously, that they've been close to this end zone. The first one was on a big pickup, though, and South Hawks didn't get a chance to get close to this red zone. Torres following his blockers at the right-hand side there, passes that 20-yard. No, it doesn't quite get to the 20, but a lot of red jerseys there for him.
Pretty close. I think he's going to stay at the 21, but I think they're, even though the game, they're really trying to establish that run. They're trying to get that push. Maybe tire Harlingen's defense out a little bit, but here we are at the end of the third quarter.
End of the third quarter, and here we go. We're going to throw it down on the sideline.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83. Right now, how about this 2017 Alfa Romeo Giulia, loaded up with power everything, a rear camera, dual climate, and today it's yours, $1,000 down and just $450 a month. Or how about this, a 2014 Ford Mustang at 48,000 miles, leather seats, a shaker sound system, aftermarket exhaust, steering wheel controls, and a 5.0-liter engine. $23,999 today. Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas.
Hi, we're Robert.
And 6-man in motion. Torres wants to pass downfield. He does. Got Bennett open. Catching inside the 4, pushing for that end zone. Stretches. They're going to say just short of the touchdown.
Oh, I thought he had stretched the ball over the end zone, but good play and great route there by number 88, Bennett. He's limping off the field. Hope he's okay, but this is the spark that Harlingen South needed. I believe they're going to be inside the 1. Yes, they are. Oh, yeah. My God.
It's the 1-inch line.
1-inch line. That's what I thought, Aaron. I thought he had gone through.
He stretched that left arm out there. All right, David Torres now pistol formation. Vasquez in the backfield. Vasquez gets the call, pushes for the end zone, waiting for the official on the field to make the call. And he says, touchdown, Hawks.
Touchdown, touchdown. That was a good second effort because he ran into a brick wall of the Harlingen line. He was able to bounce out and fall inward, and good play. This is it's going to be hard for them to come back. But you know what? I love that they're still out there and they're still scoring and they're not giving up, and that's what it's all about here.
Punching a touchdown. I'm going to wait to see what they're going to do here. I think David Torres is still in the field. They're going to run a field goal, extra point of 10, I should say, and going to try to make this 38-14. And again, the Hawks, I don't know. I can't tell the future, but I think we have a timeout. Okay. I think there still may be a slight chance that they could sneak into the playoffs in that 4th seed, pending the game against Brownsville-Hanna next week. And then I think what Rivera ends up doing, right, tonight and next week as well. So, mathematically, I don't think they're eliminated just yet.
No, well, they beat Rivera, right?
They did. Rivera. So the head-to-head would go to them.
So the head-to-head would go to them, and like you said, maybe they need a little help there, but they got to really win next week. I mean, it's a must-win next week against Brownsville-Hanna here in Bogus Stadium. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be a really good game. I mean, two teams they're trying to get in, and it's going to be a really good game. So don't miss it.
No, and it's so crazy because Hanna just a year ago was a 4-deep playoff team. And and even at that, they barely lost to San Antonio Brandeis, which would have catapulted them to the next round. And in one year to the next, they lost so many seniors last year that the team just hasn't recovered. And so they're sitting at the bottom. They went from, at the top. They beat Atascosa last year before district, and they were just riding high. And they went from that to the bottom of the district this year.
They did have that great team last year, like you said. They must have lost. I mean, they lost by, I believe, an extra point. As a matter of fact, it was. It was a close game. But anyway, they probably lost a lot of seniors. There might be a young.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Get to see him again. All right, 38-14 is the score here with 11:42 remaining in the ball game, and the Cards well ahead. And Cardinals are lining up expecting an onside kick. Not sure, have not seen the formation yet for South. Wouldn't surprise me, but at the same time, I haven't seen South really pushing the agenda. They're not, going for it on 4th down, so I think they're going to kick this one deep. Here we go. Kickoff coming for the South Hawks. 2 back to receive this for the Cardinals. Nice looking kick. Going to be deep in the end zone and will not be returned.
I think you're right, Aaron. I think they're just like, hey, let's just go play football. Let's just go out there and continue to play our game for the next quarter. At least try to get some momentum going. I think they've realized that that the game's may be out of reach. That's why they didn't go for the extra or for the onside kick. But I think they're just trying to motivate themselves, get some things going, some positive momentum for next week's showdown against Anna.
All right, Jaime Galvan still in the game. I was curious to see if he was going to trot back out there, and he does. Going to go with a little tight formation here on the left-hand side. Center man in motion, and here comes handoff left-hand side. They're going to be utilized as blockers. And number 11 for the Cardinals getting upfield, Isaiah Perales.
That was a good little run around. Good stop by number 4, Jeremiah Rivera for the Harlingen Hawks. He was able to gain about 4 or 5 yards. Uh-oh. We got one of the Cardinals down.
It's Hayden Mann, number 78, and so he's down on the ground. We're going to attend to him, and both
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Hi, we're Sherryland Rattlers, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
won't be too serious. Going to get his replacement in number 77. Steps on the field, Ruben Almendares. That left tackle position, very important, especially for that blind side for right-handed quarterbacks. Here's Galvan, who's a left-handed quarterback. Going to let this one fly out to number 2. That's Serna. And gets to the sideline before he's pushed out.
Yeah, it was a good play around the outside, and Jeremiah Rivera was able to push him out. But, well, I thought he had gotten there, but he was going to be about a yard shy. So good job by Jeremiah Rivera to make sure he didn't get to the sticks.
3rd down and short, or 1, they're going to call it. And Jaime Galvan in the backfield. I do believe we have a new running back. Can't see his number from this angle, but we'll get that. That's no, it's not a running back, it's a receiver. It's number 7 catches a big hit there. 2 big hits, 3 big hits, and they may have kept him short of that first down marker.
Wow, that was some good from Aaron Vincent, and I believe it was Devin Montemayor who was able to get the hit on it. And yeah, I think you're right, Aaron. I think he was able to lose a yard or 2. Yep. Good job on not giving up. This is what you want to see. Even when you're down, you don't want to see the team let up and let things happen. Good job on the South Hawks for not giving up there and actually pushing back.
Yeah, a little negative yardage. And so this is going to be a punt. Second punt we'll see for the Cardinals tonight. And South Hawks back to return is number 4. And that is Jeremiah Rivera. And I gave you a wrong number on that punter. I thought it was Galvan. It's a low snap between his legs. Going to be down at the 10-yard line or so. And the Hawks are going to have this ball about the 6, Joe.
This is the spark that they needed right now, and I think this is a good thing. They're going to have a good first and goal. Good job, of getting into to the punter pretty quickly by number 12. So, hey, this is a mistake here for the Harlingen Cardinals, but hey, a good little spark that they needed. Like I said, Aaron, we got to get a little bit momentum going, but there is a flag.
There's a flag on the play, but this is a gift to the South Hawks here.
It was a gift.
That was just a bad snap, in between the legs of the punter, and he couldn't field that like a good shortstop, and the ball didn't bounce. It hugged the ground and got beneath him, underneath him, behind him. So here's the call from the referee. Whitecap tonight. This crew's been doing a good job. We'll hear what it is. All right, no foul. I've appreciated the way this officiating crew has worked tonight, and you know there hasn't been too many flags, and each time there has been, it seemed pretty blatant and obvious, and done a good job of keeping this game going. All right, 10-22, the South Hawks get a little spark here, down 38-14, and David Torres with 3 running backs in the backfield along with him, and he'll take the snap, gives it to Vasquez. Vasquez following his up back down to the 3-yard line. Good pickup there for the running back.
Good pickup right up the middle, Aaron. There was a good job there by the offensive line and open up hole, and a good job by number 42, Nathan Huerta, to make the stop, because he looks like, or actually 25 as well. We're going to give number 25, Ryan Quilantan, came from the safety spot and ensured that he didn't get in, and now it's first and goal. First and goal.
Mm-hmm. Second down.
Second down.
And number 32, Chad Roy, is in there. He'll get the call and nowhere to go there as he's hit pretty quickly.
I think he might have lost a yard as well, though, right? We had the good push by number 92, Noah Cruz, from the defensive side for the Harlingen Cardinals. Was able to get a little bit of penetration and able to push him back a couple of yards, actually.
Really interesting to see that Brady Bennett is not on the field. And it looks like for whatever reason he's not in there. I mean, he's a prime target down here inside the red zone. 3rd down and goal on the 4. Handoff left-hand side, speed on the edge there, trying to find the corner. Right before he turns it up, flag on the play for Alex Esparza.
As you were talking about that, I think he made one of the last plays he went a little bit limping off, and maybe that's why.
That's right. You're right.
He hadn't come back yet. I hope everything's okay. But now we have a penalty here at down here deep in the territory.
That'll go against South.
And that's going to be 10 yards, and that's not going to be good. They got a 3rd down. I believe he's coming back, Aaron. I see him coming back. Okay. Yes.
Well, it makes sense. You want him here in this situation. There he is.
Yeah.
On the field, because he can go up and get a football for you.
Yeah, he sure can. The size, he's got good size on him. So, but now with that penalty, South is really forced with the long 3rd down and goal.
3rd down, goal, but on the 13-yard line. And David Torres is going to have Brady Bennett here closest to us, closest to the sideline. And he's man-to-man coverage here. So let's watch what Torres ends up doing. Here comes a blitz from the linebacker. Steps up in the pocket, lets it fly way over the head of his receiver. And yet again, Joe, that accuracy has struggled tonight.
He's been struggling on his passes. I thought at the beginning when he was struggling it was the jitters, but we're well in the 4th quarter already, and I don't know what's going on with him. And maybe the pressure or something's going on with Harlingen's defense coming up, but this time he didn't have a whole lot of pressure. So good job on the offensive line for Harlingen South, but he's got to make those kind of throws. And now you're stuck with a 4th and long. What do you do here, Aaron? Do you go for it, put some points?
Oh, wow. That's a big play against the Cardinals. Unsportsmanlike conduct, and they get an automatic 1st down.
Well, I guess the answer is...
there you go. Probably going to run the ball once or twice and then throw it.
Yeah, we answered the question. It looks like there's no field goal or no going for it on 4th down. They got an automatic 1st down for the unsportsmanlike conduct. We were talking about it earlier. We didn't see any in the first half, and we've seen a couple already here in the second half. I think the emotions are starting to come out here.
Yeah. So that's a big deal there for the South Hawks. They get another gift yet again for another 1st down. They got to punch this in. 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. David Torres sends his H-back in motion. He's going to give it to Vasquez. Vasquez dipping his head there, pushing for that goal line. Doesn't get it, but close.
Wow, he had a really good push on there. And William Herring also was able to stop it at the very end. But good run, though. I mean, he had he kept going. Those legs didn't stop. The legs didn't stop, so it was a good run there.
Vasquez in there. It's like, where's Marcos Gonzalez, number 33, the stud running back? But, this is senior year for Vasquez, and they've been interchangeable throughout the year, and he's getting the call right now. I think that's the right move. So, number 23, Israel Vasquez, the senior, getting a chance to try to punch one in here for his Senior Bird Bowl. Makes a nice little move there, and I think he's going to be just short again, Joe.
I think he's going to be about in the foot mark here.
Yeah.
But good run. I mean, he did good, and good job by number 90, Angel Garcia. I know we've been calling him name a lot here, but he had a good push. Also, number 92, Noah Cruz was in on the tackle. but I think he's going to be about a foot shy, maybe closer to the yard. But what do you think, Eric? Do you think they're going to run it through again? And
I think they're going to run it. I think David Torres needs to hold on to the ball, though. I think he's pretty shifty. And they're going to give it to Vasquez. Vasquez, touchdown, Hawks. And they said, nope, we're not going to give it. We're going to give it to Vasquez. He deserves it, and he got it. Touchdown, Hawks.
You know, I like the call. I have trust in the offensive line, and they were able to push the Cardinal defense a little back for Vasquez to get in there. Good job on the offensive line, and good job on South not giving up, still staying in the game. And, I mean, you know, you're down 17 points.
Down 17. You know what? Already, though, the score doesn't look as bad as it did just a while ago. You know, and it you look at that and it's like, well, you know, it doesn't look like as bad of a loss, if you will. Now, the game's not over yet. 7:54, 3 timeouts remaining.
A lot of
the
things
Cards,
can happen.
2 for the Hawks. You know, I think at this point I would like to see an onside try because you gotta there. A 2-point conversion attempt here, by the way. David Torres, there's a footwork of David Torres, and he's gonna come up just short.
Oh, he was short. I thought I was.
Wow.
Number 92, Noah Cruz was able to get there. He fooled everybody because everybody went left, and then he came on here running on the right side.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Hi, we're PSJ Southwest Javelinas.
It's been such a long time, Joe. I don't know about you, but since I've seen a successful onside kick, I can't remember the last time. Professional, college, high school. I don't know. It's very rare now, I feel.
It's harder. The odds are definitely against you.
Yeah.
They're not created to help that team. I mean, especially in the pros. I mean, now you can't even move.
Exactly. That's true.
So, yeah, it's not looking good. But with 7:54, I think it's a smart move, trying to get the momentum. Because right now the momentum has shifted to Harlingen South.
Yep, it has. And has not been a lot of personnel change on either side of the ball. So starters are still in there, by the way, in case you're wondering.
Yes.
But 38-20, the score looks like they're set up for a long kickoff here. And you know what? Maybe they're saying, defense, we're going to put it back on you again.
I think so. I think what happened here is if they would have gotten that extra 2 points, I think that the decision would have been made. Let's get it. We're down 2 possessions. But now being down 3, you don't want to give Harlingen the ball, you know, midfield or whatever it is. I think that had a lot to play with it. So, good strategy.
Game management at this point. So,
yes.
First and 10, I'm curious to see, and Jaime Galvan is coming out there, and so is Raiden Berry, so is Justin Galvan. So, you know, we talked about kind of Cardinals, they don't really take the foot off the pedal, and they're showing that with their lack of personnel change. They're going to leave that personnel in there and go for it. Here we go. Man in motion, handoff, Raiden Berry. What a nice little stutter step there. And he gets through the pocket and gains 4 yards.
That was a good play up the middle, gaining the 4 yards. But, you know, I think Harlingen, what they're trying to do right now, I think they're just going to try to pound in that run, try to wear down that Hawk defense. But, you know, the Hawk defense has been playing good in the last 2 possessions. So let's see if they can come up with a, you know, loss, you know, or no gain and get a 3 and out.
Sure.
And, I mean, there's still plenty of time left. I mean, you know, we've seen crazier stuff in football.
Yeah. You make it fun. You make it interesting also.
Yes, definitely.
So, you know, it's enjoyable for a football